All right, guys, checking the sound. What is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks? Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, I show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in this cryptocurrency ecosystem. So if you guys have been watching this channel for the past couple weeks, we have been primarily bullish. But we've had this sideways market chopping everyone up, making everyone bored. And also we've had some black swan events that have happened that have also pushed the market down and also pushed the market going up. And some of those, are obvious ones that we don't have to mention. And if you've just been, alive and, not under a rock, then you know that these have been, volatile times in money markets and just things around the world. So what we're going to do is we're going to analyze these charts, and we're going to give you guys some metrics on where we think would be, a good time that we can start thinking about taking some profits. And we're going to look at the short-term price action of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of these altcoins, and where we are putting and placing some of our bets and putting our money where our mouth is when it comes to some of these narratives and what we think are the strongest traded coins right now. So without further ado, let's get this second live stream of the day going. But before we do that, I would love for you guys to smash the like button. Here's the like button. Here's the representation of how many likes I get. So if you can just absolutely destroy that before we get started, that would be amazing. The more likes we get, the more people that will come in this stream and get also notified that this stream is happening. Because for some reason, there's things happening like this where a big reputable channel was apparently banned on YouTube, Simply Bitcoin. And so a big channel, Simply Bitcoin, was banned for some reason. And so I tested it out. I said, okay, well, let me type in Simply Bitcoin, and the channel does not pop up. I mean, you get like Swan Bitcoin and My Financial Friend, and I'm sure you guys have seen these people in the algorithm. You know, obviously Swan Bitcoin. I'm sure you've seen Crypto Capital Venture. This one pops up in the algorithm. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. And I don't know if you guys remember, but my channel was banned. My channel was banned, and also my X account was banned at one point, and I had to basically claw to get both of them back. And luckily I got both of them back, but I did go through a point where I was like, man, am I gonna have to like make brand new channels and just start from scratch? And so it was kind of a scary feeling for a minute to think like, man, like I worked really hard on building, you know, something from the ground up, and then it was just like, boom, they were just like, yep, you're banned. They don't give you a solid reason why. There's say community guidelines, and so it's interesting that's happening. So we don't like that. So hopefully they can get their channel back. And there's plenty of other channels YouTube could probably ban besides the channel talking about Bitcoin. Guarantee you that. So just want to make sure you guys are in the Discord and making yourselves known in the Discord. If you want to get the link, it's in the description. And this is kind of how we need to be feeling right now in these markets, is feeling the diamond hands. You know, we also know how we need to take profits if we're day trading, swing trading, and things like that, you know, because the markets do swing, you know, from up to down, and we know these markets can get real frothy. And even right now, we're feeling real bullish, but it's still imperative that if you are day trading and you are in positions, that it is never a bad idea to take some money off of the table, and you set stop losses and protect yourself. And we're going to go through our trades that we put in recently where we enacted that, and we went through and executed through our strategy of what is our profit-taking strategy when we are trading, when we are getting into trades, and we want to show you guys that. So... but for your DCA long-term strategy of being in this market, is you do have to have some diamond hands. And we were we were seeing this. Charles Hoskins said, "Alligator Shovelman is the hero America needs, but doesn't deserve." And I thought to myself, there's got to be a crypto already made called Alligator Shovelman. I said, this coin yet? Where's the dev? Because the cryptocurrency markets never sleep when it comes for an opportunity to make a ridiculous meme coin over something as Alligator Shovelman. So that could be a brand new narrative. Shovelman, Alligator Shovelman. Make sure you guys are following me on @DanoCrypto904 on x.com. Right now we're pushing over 1,700 followers. Subscribers. I don't know, followers sometimes seems weird to say. Followers. And we said, you know, up massively today because of the trades I put in yesterday. So maybe you are too, but then let's not literally lose it all tomorrow. So take profits and then chill for a moment, relax, then analyze the movements of the markets, because then you can say, okay, was that strength? Where are we trading on strength? Are we trading on false moves? And can we just get in and out and then wait for the market to pull back into some support levels, and then we can go from there. And then that can be an easy way that you can, instead of trying to, you know, long short, you know, if you're not very confident on where the markets might be going, you can kind of just look, hey, I was able to get in, take with some profits. Let's see where the market's going, set a stop loss, secure any other profits that are getting, you know, that you can get off the table, and then be able to use those profits to either DCA into the bags that you're trying to accumulate, or you keep it on the sidelines to be able to go back in when you start to see either strength, or you see it breaking down and you say, okay, this might be a good price where it'll bounce from here. And that is a great way that you can increase your bags and also trade with your rules and strategies. And let me know if that works for you, and how you're going to use said strategy going into this bull run, and if it is effective. And just let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if you're using that same strategy and what's going on. Shout out to Tammy Hatcher putting the Pac-Man. I felt like I started to think about Miss Pac-Man with the cherries. My daughter asked a very, very good question. We were playing Pac-Man on the Super Nintendo, the original Super Nintendo. We have Miss Pac-Man, and she said, "Daddy, what do the cherries do?" And I said, "You know what? Nothing. You just collect the cherries. It's just nice to have them on the screen. So I just heard a sound that is the sound of something triggering. And I don't know what just triggered, but we're going to see what happened. If it was a fill order or if it was a sell order. Let's see what it was. Well, looked like I think it might have been a sell order. Yeah, it might have been a sell order. Yep. Very, very well possible. I think it was on this. I would think it was on this particular trade. All right, so let's actually go through this this Ethereum chart, and we're going to go through the Bitcoin chart. Right now, Ethereum broke out of this really, really nice range that it was trading in. Now, if you're looking at the 4-hour, we're going to be pushing up, I think, really soon to this level we have marked here, this 2,900 level of Ethereum, where we started to free fall from here. So this is the obvious price that we're going to be trading up into to see if we can break that, turn that into some support here, because it's right at these levels. What's so interesting is it's got these two levels right here where we dipped, and then we bounced and started to trade back up into this $3,400 level, breaking 3,000. So it's and then also you look at this level here too. It's like we're basically sitting at these key price levels, or once we hit this key price level, this is 2,900 ETH is very, very key support for a alt summer, where we're going to have basically kind of like a DeFi summer at the end of the summer, and then going into the fall is going to be really interesting to see where Bitcoin is at that point, because Bitcoin could actually surprise everyone and go into all-time highs again. But what's going on? Shout out to Free, says, what's up? I can only imagine how the alts are going to react once Bitcoin goes over 100,000. Exactly. That's our thoughts. Exactly. We love having that same moon boy, process, that moon boy thought process. But what I love is that Bitcoin actually was finally able to trade above the 6-1 ETA that we kept getting rejected off of, which is also the 200-day moving average. If you were to take the moving average of the 200-day SMA, and line it up with the Fibonacci level of the 618, which was 62,006. Once we broke that was our key strength that we were going to go and pump. And so last night I felt it in my bones. I was like, we're going to break this level. We've tested it enough times. We've went sideways enough. I think the market is over it. We're over the sideways action. So now it's a test of the 786, which is the obvious level we're going to try and test into, is the 66,002 level right up at the top here, which is a key level as well of getting back into the range of breaking into all-time high structure of Bitcoin, and it lines up well. We are going to recognize the fact that the market is bullish right now because of two things. We have RFK Jr. announced that he is dropping out of the race, running as an independent, and he's going to be supporting Trump and being a part of his cabinet in some type of way. And so that has become official. I believe it is official. And so this is going to change things up a little bit. It's going to switch things up a little bit. But then the market reacted very positively to that. And also the market reacted very bullishly to what Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said, where he laid the groundwork for the Federal Reserve's next phase of monetary policy in his speech Friday morning, which was today. And so we had the chairman say he is ready to lower interest rates, citing a cooling labor market and inflation closing in on the central bank's 2% annual target. Powell is confident that the Fed will successfully thread the needle and deliver a so-called soft landing, what they've been calling as a soft landing for the U.S. economy. It would be a rare feat last seen in the 1990s. Getting there will require easing off from today's high interest rates, Powell said. His remarks all but confirm market expectations that the Fed will cut interest rates at the September meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee. And so when that comes, it is, I think we're basically trading into that. We are, as crypto investors and in this market, we're basically front running, buying and trading on the fact that we are going to get a rate cut in September, which is going to lower rates. It gets more money back into the hands that we can start moving money into assets. And also what it's eventually going to do is the Fed is going to have to print more money. Once they print more money, it is just going to be go time. It's going to be go time. Every time that money printer goes burr, we got Tether minting millions and billions at the Treasury. We also have Tether launching its own stablecoin pegged to the UAE currency, which is the United Emirates. And so this is very, very telling of where we're headed in the next 5 to 10 years of how we're going to be transferring liquidity in these markets. A lot of it's not really going to probably be the dollar. And this is why the dollar right now, if you're looking at the dollar and you look at the dollar index and the DXY, this is very interesting, because if this is the index of the dollar and a metric of where the dollar is headed, the dollar is actually headed right into the levels of last time where we were at these levels. We had Bitcoin at its highest points was right here, all in these levels where the dollar was losing strength. And we could go as low as 94 on the index here. If you're looking at it on the daily, it's a little easier to see. We've marked it here. We kind of speculated from this point, it wasn't able to break out fully of the descending wedge, and right here. And so now we actually formed what would be these lower highs going down. And so this was a correlation to us speculating on the downtrend of the dollar, especially with the alliance with BRICS nations, more countries wanting to go into the BRICS. We have currencies actually almost getting stronger than the dollar when you hear about things like the Tether deal pegged with the UAE, and then we have gold and silver breaking out. So a lot of things are correlating with Bitcoin's price going up right now, and with the sideways market. And so if we look at gold and silver, let's look at silver and remember that when silver broke out, it was actually right after the time that Bitcoin was created and out of the 2008 financial crash, and look at where silver went. So then you can think, okay, this looks like a very similar run that we could have on silver going and out of COVID and our own different types of financial crisis here, when we have inflation as rampant as it is, interest rates out the roof. Just the cost of living has gone up so much. And then you think, okay, this has to just kind of, rhyme a little bit. It doesn't have to repeat, but it'll rhyme a little bit. And then you think about these oscillating indicator waves on Litecoin, and I showed this previously. Just want to go down this list so then you guys can understand where my thought process is of where I want to start taking profits, and how I can analyze this market, and how you guys can analyze this market and go into a different type of thought process when it comes to the cryptocurrency markets and the cycles. What is trading strong, what it could actually be something that's good to hold. And when you look at things even just like Litecoin, where each time you've had a Litecoin halving and also a bull market, we've had a bull market here in 2018, 2017, and then right here in 2021, bull market. And then right here is where we're getting towards the last 6 months of this bull market, because you got to think after the halving is traditionally where we have the peak bull market a year after the halving, not 6 months, not like 7 months. It's usually right about a year we get the most parabolic run, where 2017 might have been just a little bit of a different story because we had an extra maybe 4 or 5 months of parabolic move after that second halving. And then it's kind of almost similar right here where we had the halving 3 where we even downtrended 50% and then it was like 60%, and then we went up to do another double top, even continuing extending a little bit of the bull market. And that is the point in November 2021 where alts just exploded. They went parabolic, just went absolutely nuts. So this is what we're getting ready for. This is what we're positioning ourselves in for. And the sideways markets, and I can tell you the black swans really chewed us up. We're going to be transparent and say, we were doing really good with our trades, and then we had some moments where we were doing kind of bad, and we weren't actually following our plan and our strategy as tightly as we were when we were doing very well and successful with our trading. And so we're back in the game, we're back in the saddle, and we are going to really take the lessons that we learned from the past couple weeks and the past couple months of where we did well and where we did not, and we're just going to get better. And I hope you guys are doing the same thing with your plan, your strategy, and hopefully you're learning. You're learning on the way, and you're never going to learn or get better if you're not trying and if you're not taking the risk, because everything's a risk. Everything that you're doing is a risk. You are using your time, your effort, your energy, and all that to go into something, and everything is a risk because there's always a level of some risk in what you're doing in this life. You drive to your job on the interstate. That is a risk. You're risking your life to go and drive. If you have a job that you have to go drive to, that is a risk. So you have to think about it that way. So and that's how I think your plan and everything and what you're doing in your lifestyle also is kind of stress tested. You get stress tested a lot, especially if you're doing it right. The signs were always there. It will be so obvious in hindsight. Thank you, PONKE. Thank you, PONKE. All right, guys. I hope you guys have hit the like button. I know you're hanging out. I know it's Friday night, and you guys are probably thinking like the last thing I'm going to be doing is hanging out on a crypto live stream. But maybe you have me in your earbud, just walking through the town or in the club. All right, let's see how many people we got watching on X. All right, cool. We got 11 people watching on X. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you let yourselves be known on X because you can go in the chat on X. Oh, for some reason, I used to be able to chat directly to X from my chat screen here, but it's not there. Maybe I'll have to go here. I'll say, let's see the broadcast on X. All right. Say yo, yo. Say yo, yo, all the people on X. Okay, we're gonna keep going down the tweet list here. Elio Trade said, if you were bearish, I do apologize, but you were wrong. All right, so and then we think the power's on right now. We were feeling it. Everyone was starting to bull post 2 days ago. 2 days ago, everyone was bull posting, getting really fed up with the sideways action. So I think it was just about time, the markets were going to start to pump, and it really coincided really well with the dovish remarks and hopeful rate cuts. And really now it's very much it's like a 99% chance that that September they're going to cut rates, and it lines up with the schedule of where the bull market is going to start really heating up and going into the election as well, because I don't think that the Democratic Party, who is in basically in kind of almost in control right now, in terms of kind of where the stock market is going to go, they don't want the stock market to be crashed and look bad like going into the election. That wouldn't be good. I mean, when the stock market is bad and jobs are bad, everyone's, if you're losing money and everything, and then everything looks like chaos, that doesn't look good for your party. So my thesis is that they're just gonna like pump the markets. So then, regardless, they're like going into November. I think this is why this tweet right here, I really agree with this. Going like into the election, we're gonna pump up to 100K on Bitcoin, and then actually on the election we could dump down to 90K, and then we could see another pump out of the election. So we could be just basically like trading on the news, like on the build up of the election, and it just like Bitcoin could just start going absolutely nuclear going into the election in the beginning of November, like November 4th, just like it just starts going, and then on the news of whatever happens or whatever is going to happen during these months and these next couple weeks. Because holy moly, guys, reality is starting to seem more and more like a simulation, and like things are just very matrixed and programmed and coded, and it's our job to really watch these things and start to break out, because if we don't, we're all screwed. Cheers, guys. Cheers, guys. I have my this dope Santa cup. It's dope Christmas Santa cup. And why am I drinking out of this? Well, I think in December we're gonna hit $150,000 per Bitcoin. I'm calling it on this channel that in December, before the end of the year, we are going to see a $150,000 Bitcoin. We're gonna see it. You heard it right here on this channel. All right, so this is really this is awesome. This is next level stuff. Second Neuralink patient Alex plays the first-person shooter Counter-Strike 2 on his laptop computer using the link. Absolutely amazing. Now we just need to hook it up to a crypto degen who gets the Neuralink and trades meme coins and goes on Dex Tools and Dex Screener from the Neuralink, and we'll see how see how fast he can get wrecked, essentially, by using the Neuralink. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin right now. We haven't looked at Bitcoin, so let's see what Bitcoin is doing. We've been neglecting the Bitcoin chart since we've been talking. All right, let's go to the Bitstamp chart. Here we go. Go to the 45-minute. We're going to look at the short time frames here. Looks like we're getting some rejection now. We pumped up all the way close to, oh my gosh, we got almost we got to 65. We got to 65,000. We started to really crush up on this band. What's so awesome is I told you guys we were starting to get a little pinched. The Bollinger Bands were getting a little pinched, and the more that you start to analyze how the Bollinger Bands work on a chart, and it starts to get that sideways pinchy stuff, once it starts to trade above the 20 SMA and it starts to like really show strength on the top of the band, then it's go time. Then it's go time. And that's essentially what happened. We got right back up into this range that we said we were going to trade up into. I said, look, guys, we're going to trade up into this 62,000 to 64,000 range. We touch right into it. We get some nice rejection off of here. I mean, obviously, we're going to get some rejection with a move from this sideways action going up like 7%. So, but what's good is that when this happens, you have to take profits. This is the perfect time where you want to scoop profits off your trades, and that's what we ended up doing. We scooped some profits off the trades, and on this Bitcoin long, we took I think we took about half of the trade off. Yeah, we took about half the trade off, so we secured some BTC, and we're just going to let the rest of this ride, and maybe potentially kind of scale in now that the price is dipping down a little bit, and we could maybe see where we could scale back into that trade. And then also we have these trades where we took active profits on them today, and we were able to make a clean. We probably made about $250 to $300 today on the swing trades and just scalping off the profits. And what we're gonna do, and just to be transparent with our strategy here, is we're going to take the profits that we made, and we're going to DCA into some of our projects that we like. And then we're going to leave some of it in the account to be able to re-margin back in, and also get kind of, if the market really starts to heat up, which I feel like it is, then we can get some limit orders in these positions, like on Doge, on Pepe, and on Metis. And I told you guys Metis was looking really, really good. And Metis right now, if you were in the Discord and you saw the trade setup that I posted in there, I posted that at literally $31 or $32, right where we got our entry in. And I mean, you can see this thing is literally trading up exactly where we marked on the chart, literally doing the exact thing that we were seeing that it was going to do, because it was sitting at really, really, basically it was sitting at like key support from this level here. And we just felt it. We were like, yeah, this thing's about to pop. It's about to prime to pop. And we see that the run could actually keep extending up to $42. And so we'll be able to scoop up some profits on that as well. We think, I think where we're going to see actually some pretty key resistance is at $41, $42 for Metis. And we'll go back down, probably test that 39 here, and then go up from there, because you see right here is where we have nice support to bounce and go, and then test into the inevitable level that we're going to end up hitting, which is that $50 level where we have our take profit set. We have the take profit, the final take profit. We already hit a take profit up in our level here. We sold here. We sold up here. You can see our sells where we wanted to scoop some profits off, just in case the market wanted to go whoosh and just like reversal right back down, and it was a fake out move. We also have, just so you guys know, we have our stop losses set on these trades. And I'll tell you, that's what really kind of got us stupidly wrecked on some of the trades that we put in, weeks ago, where all we had to do was just set some stop losses and not go too heavy into some of the trades, and make sure that we were confirmed on at least 3 confirmations. And we didn't do that. So we're going to do it this time. So this is all that you have to do, is just make sure you have that proper risk management set, and you will make some gains. And also when you start to see those movements in the charts, I mean, you see them, and you, this was yesterday, I put in some these trades. And so now I'm able to reap the benefits from analyzing those confirmations, and then today was a solid day. But we're going to make sure they're protected, because even though we're up, the market could reverse back down, and we could hit some other, we're hitting resistance already, and we could go right back into at least a halfway point of where we were just, hours ago in terms of Bitcoin. But we see the alts are pretty strong. The alts are still strong in terms of Pepe, Dogecoin, things like that. You look at Pepe and Dogecoin, PONKE, we really had some mega moves today. Everything was looking pretty good. If we go to danielcurtis.com, you can see like on the daily, the altcoins just nice. Everything in the green. Pepe coin, 26%. See what else is in here. Mumu, 41%. Yield Guild Games, 18%. Let's go back to the top 100. And guys, I want to remind you that literally, did you know that Pepe is the 9th highest traded volume token in all of the crypto market? Did you know that? Almost surpassing XRP, BNB, and Solana. Now, I could wager to bet that Pepe could be the ultimate narrative to follow in this bull run. And the whole meme market rides on the success of Pepe. I read a tweet that said that, and I said, you know what? You're damn right. The whole meme market rides on the fact and the success of Pepe. That basically started the meme cycle and craze in 2023. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree, or put a 2 if you think I'm crazy. But I don't know. But you don't have to believe me. It's just a at this point it's a fact. Out of the entire market, that blows my mind. That just blows my mind. The entire market, 24-hour trading volume out of the entire market of coins, it is number 9. Absolutely astonishing. Just crazy. And luckily, we're in a trade. We've told ourselves that we want to be in a Doge trade. We want to be in a Pepe trade. We need to be in a Bitcoin trade. And there's a couple of different altcoins also, like SHIB, that if we're going to be in for max long gains to be able to really do some damage in this market, I think Doge and Pepe are solid. But I'll tell you what, Metis right now, just like I said, is looking really strong. Is looking really sweet. They've also been bull posting, and they have been liking some of my posts. PONKE actually was liking some of my posts as well, and I was like, man, the market's really, it's really starting to heat up now. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate you tuning in, even though it is a Friday night. I know you could be doing anything else, but you're tuning into the stream. So I really do appreciate it. Put your Pepes in the chat. I see a few. I see XN. Already putting the rockets and the Pepes in there. Thank you. We're gonna update our emojis. We're gonna do a fresh batch of emojis to make sure you guys can have plenty of things to post in here. We definitely do not have enough. All right, let's see who's streaming right now. Who is streaming right now? Anyone? Is it just me? Am I the only crazy person that is streaming right now? Oh, man. Okay, so Donald Trump and RFK Jr. speak at Arizona rally. 32,000 people watching. Did they already speak together? Oh, man. All right, I want to remind you guys at crypto.com. Shout out to crypto.com. They are running a PONKE app campaign. So if you trade PONKE, you get rewards for trading PONKE. Trade at least $50 worth of PONKE during the campaign. You get entered into the prize pool. And then also, if you deposit PONKE, you get entered into the prize pool as well. So if you guys want to do that and you haven't tested out crypto.com yet, you can use the link in the description. All right, let's see how PEIPEI is doing. PEIPEI crossed a big milestone recently of 40,000 holders. Pretty awesome milestone. So I think we are due time for another breakout test to the upside. And once we hit those levels, we're going to be sitting at a 3x, 3.5x to those levels from the current lows. And if this coin ends up becoming the $500 million or billion-dollar market cap coin, then we're going to be in, some territories up here, and then it's going to get crazy, and You're going to wish you bought more and all that crap. But I mean, you can't buy every single coin, but there is sometimes some outliers. And there's some certain metrics that I think in my book can constitute a decent, less risky meme hold when it comes to going into this narrative, into this market, because there's a lot of stuff out there. There is a lot of stuff out there, but I like to pick the highest traded volume. You know, you can click on memes and you can go, okay, let's just like go to the 24-hour traded volume, and you got all of these right now in terms of the past 24 hours. You got Pepe, you got Dogecoin, and I'm just going to mention the ones that I like. Shiba Inu, you got Floki. We got Brett. We have PONKE. There's Pepe. It's getting up there. It's getting up there. So a little down on the list. I'd say it could do better, surpassing, you know, Pepe coin or Trump. But these, I'd say, are also very popular as well. You know, you got Mumu, Kakinu, AVAX token, Giga Chad, the MAGA hat token. These get really good, you know, decent trading volumes for memes. But still, like I said, Pepe, the trading volume is insane. It's insane. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think we're done. I think we're done for the night. We just wanted to pop in, give you guys a little bit of the news, some stuff that's happening, and also the charts, show you the trades, remind you guys to take profits, because during these times when the markets are pumping and you got your trades in, you're making money, don't just stare at them. Don't just be like, oh, I'm up so much. No, like, you take the profits. You take profits. The whole point of you get in the trade in the first place. And just know that. It's okay. You do not want to get caught just staring at them for too long, because, trust me, they'll go away kind of fast. The market loves to chew you up, chop you up a little bit, and you have to be the one to do the chopping. You have to be the one to do a little bit of the chopping. But you have to learn. You have to learn, guys. It's a learning process. And if you want to learn, use the links in the description. Give it a shot. I've been having fun with this one. I've been really liking this platform, so check it out. All the links in the description. And we'll see you guys. Next week. Yes, and says, gotta become savage. Yes, you have to be savage. You have to become a savage in these markets. You have to have no emotions. No emotions. You just take the profit. But we hope some of these things that we've talked about today on this channel, on the live stream earlier today, and also this one where we talk about risk management and some of the tools that you can use to basically protect your profits. And sometimes you can deviate off of that strategy, and you can find out really quickly, like, how fast you can lose money. And then when you start to implement that strategy and you start to actually do proper risk management, how much you can actually make and protect and see your account grow over time. Because we have done it. We've tested it. If you've watched this channel long enough, we actually did a trading challenge on one of our accounts that we got it from $100 to over $8,000. And we proved to ourselves that we can do it. We've also proven to ourselves that you can lose a good portion of that too. And so I think with proof of concept, we've definitely given ourselves the opportunity to prove that we can do it, and you can also lose it, and you can also protect some of it and then get right back in the game, and then take those things that happen to you and learn from them and implement a strategy that is a proper risk management strategy that will ultimately have you winning really big, and you start to understand the markets a little bit more by just having some diligence and patience. So, yeah, guys. Yep. We will sail to Valhalla together. With that being said, good night.